All right, here we go. I started the recording. This is our second SSC Next Level call. So way to go to everybody for showing up.
Oh.
All right, let's see your homework. Where are those DYTs? That's first.
Awesome. Look at you guys printing those out. Awesome.
Very, very cool. Okay, so for those of you that are on the Q call that are stayed on to listen, our homework last week was to fill out the Design Your Team sheets. I'd love to hear some feedback on, just how anybody want to share any thoughts from doing that assignment or things you learned?
I'll share.
Yeah.
So
okay.
After talking to Kimberly yesterday, I had a lot of anxiety to put names down, and she basically kind of said that these are people that they don't have to be the right now, because in my brain I was already prejudging them, so I wouldn't put them on paper because I knew that they would probably not hear of it. However, these are 5 dream team members that I think if I do what Kimberly suggested last week, which is make them the first things I see, start interacting with them, build that community with them, then it will be more than just an invitation to look at my business. It will be more about joining my team, which is what I want. So that made it less scarier and easy to fill out.
It's about setting that intention of building that relationship. And I know, and I think I showed you guys my on my way to NMD and all those DYTs that I still have in my thing. Obviously, I need to do the current ones here. But I made an intention that I was going to connect with those 5 people, right? And inevitably, and Kimberly did this too, but inevitably at least one of those people joined my team because I made the intention, right? We know that what we look at and what we do expands. So.
Hey, and the other thing that, as I was thinking back to mine, what happened as I progressed and did it consistently is the quality of people on my DYT grew and changed. And so it went from people, maybe initially that I thought needed this business or needed my help, to people that were high quality people that, like, it kind of scared me to think about even talking to them about the business. So I didn't start there. I started by investing in the relationship and building that relationship. But they were people that I admired. I remember Pamela Sue telling me that these are people that you admire something in them that would make them those amazing running buddies for you, and not just people who you think can get to come along with you. Okay, we're going to find enough of those people along the way that we can help, because as we're all about helping people, but we want to set our intention, like Rebecca was saying, for those really high quality people that we would want to spend 6 hours in a car on a road trip with. Those are dream team people. That make sense, guys?
Yeah. Well, I said yeah. It makes sense to you guys.
Anybody else have some aha moments as you were filling out your dream team?
I'll share. I think having them on paper like that, and I've done it in the past, but I didn't have a current one. And I put it up on my bulletin board right above my computer, so I'm more like I'm always seeing them and like looking for ways to, like comment on their posts or whatever sheet. And I named it my Dream Team All-Stars. And it's like the dream, like there's a list of 5 that I'm like working for now, but like the ultimate dream team of dream team members, I have another sheet with their names on. And one of those names is on my current sheet too. But I don't know, like I can see what Melody was saying as far as having some anxiety about writing them down, but something about writing them down was exciting too, because it's like I could entertain the idea, but they didn't have to know, and I didn't have to do anything super scary yet.
That's cool, Tracy. Yep. Okay, so we're going to do an exercise here, and I want everybody to get a paper and pen. because you all did one dream team list. You identified 5. But you all last week told me how many 2,000 pluses, or told all of us how many 2,000 pluses that you guys wanted to sponsor by October. So we want to be real with you guys. The activity that you're going to need to do to have those, 2,000 pluses, you're going to have at least one DYT sheet for each 2,000 plus that you want to sponsor. So some of you said 3 or 4. So you need to up your game with your DYT and be strategic about working with not just 5 people, but 10 people, 15 people, or 20 people that you're building that relationship with and taking them to the next steps. And Rebecca's going to talk a little bit more about that. But we're going to do activity real quick, since that's going to be part of your homework, is to finish your DYTs. Now that you know how many you need to have in progress to get where you want to go. We want to match your intensity and your level of activity to where you guys want to go. Okay, so I want you to, as fast as you can, and we're going to have 1 minute to do this, I want you to write down the top qualities that you want to find in a dream team. So just all the qualities that are important to you, to somebody to be on your team. Okay, ready? On your mark, get set, go. Okay, time's up. Okay, I want a few of you to share 1 or 2 of your characteristics that you wrote down. Melody? Kylie?
So I said, dreaming for the future, doesn't have drama. They're focused. They have an inner Wonder Woman.
Okay.
They're mission driven.
Just a couple.
Sorry.
That's all right. Just a couple. Tracy? Kylie? Just give me 2.
High self-worth, highly motivated.
Awesome. Jen Leek? Robin Cohagen?
Loves people and sense of humor.
Cool.
Wants to
I put
travel.
authentic and respected.
Adventurous and positive.
Heather? Hi. Becky?
Energizing.
Drama-free.
What was your first one, Heather?
Positive.
Positive. Cool.
All right, I've got energizing and solution oriented.
Very cool. Juliana, Heidi?
I put teachable and selfless.
I put fun-loving and heart for helping others.
My shirt.
Audrey, did we?
I got your shirt.
Team player and work independently.
Awesome. Awesome. Okay, I encourage you guys to keep working on this list. This will help you as you do design your team, and you think of people. As you look at these characteristics, you'll think of people. And again, they may not be close. They may not even know about Juice Plus yet or be on Juice Plus yet. But these are people that you want to surround yourself with. My pastor always says, show me your 3 closest friends and I'll show you your future. You know, when you guys are building a team, you want to create a core of people around you that are going to be the people that you want to grow with and be like, that they have characteristics. I'm not telling you to look for perfect people. We're all works in progress. But they're people that have strengths and gifts and characteristics that you admire and that you want to surround yourself with. So, all right, over to you, Becca.
Yeah. So what do we do once we have all these names written down, right? We have to have action steps to do with them, to get them exposures. So we talked about, I don't know, I don't think we talked about it on this call, but exposures. So the average person needs 7 exposures to say yes to anything, not even just Juice Plus, but in the Juice Plus world, especially 7 exposures is the average. So a lot of people stop at 5, right? So what I want to have you guys wrap your brains around is you'll probably have some people on your designer team that you feel like you've been sharing with for years, right? So like if you went back and looked at the exposures that you did with them, it might have been exposure 1 month, and then you waited another 3 months before you invited them to something else, and then you waited another 4 months to do, the exposures don't have to be over 2 to 3 year period. Now, sometimes that happens, but with people on your team, your goal is to get them those 7 exposures in the shortest amount of time as possible to move them down that road quicker. So what's an exposure? It can be anything. It can be sending them a video. It can be getting them on a Paint the Vision call. Obviously, that is going to be key. Getting them on a Paint the Vision call, asking them to meet their friend, meet your friend. Will you meet my friend Kimberly? I've told her so much about you. You guys have so much in common. I'd love for you. Do you have 15 minutes where you could just get on and meet her, hear her story? So Paint the Vision calls. And then you have to have consistent events. So look at your September calendar and put your events on there if you haven't already. Number 1, we always have that Lifestyle Revolution event on Facebook now every Wednesday. But besides that, you should have at least, 2 to 3 live events. When you're talking to somebody and you're giving them an exposure, you always have to have that next exposure ready right then to invite them to. You don't want to leave the phone or the meeting, the one-on-one, whatever, without inviting them to that next exposure. And you don't want to wait 3 months to do that. I mean, we're talking like you guys want 2 to 3 VFs before 2000 plus before conference. So we're talking those exposures. You get them on the phone with Kimberly tomorrow. You invite them to the Lifestyle Revolution event on Wednesday, and you have a live event, a salad and jar party on Saturday. You're going bam, 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 and then in a 2-3 week period, they've had 5 to 7 exposures.
And here's something I want to add too about the events. Create your events around your dream team.
Yeah.
Okay, so for the month of September, you look at your dream team and you think, what would be something that would catch, like, do I think they would be interested in a Taste the Shred party or a salad jar party, or, do they love wine? Like, create that. Then you can always invite anybody. You can invite your other prospects and your whole memory jogger to that event, but you want to be really strategic about designing your events around your dream team, because what I see so many of you doing is you're planning a calendar full of events, and then you try to get your dream team member to plug into the events that you already have planned, and you get frustrated when they keep so you can even design the date around them. Like, you can say, hey, I was thinking about doing a wine and wellness this month, and I'd love to know when you're free this month. Would a Friday night work for you? I know Tracy has done that before with strategic people that she wants to get to a certain event. She, asking them about the date first, and then when they commit to a date, they're so much more apt to come. They're not going to bail on your salad jar party when you plan the whole event around, their
or
calendar.
Even at their house.
Yeah, or at their house.
Pam Lucy always says, take it to the people, like in plan something at someone's house. They can't say no. They can't cancel any event. Oh, we have 5 guests coming. Sorry. If you're sick, oh, your kid's sick. Sorry, we still have to have it. And I see Heather Crawford doing this a lot on social media. I mean, girls' nights at Avo. All the fitness stuff. I'm sure that a lot of your dream team are you're there, right, doing the activities that they're involved in. Like you're taking it to the people.
Yeah.
And so you got to take it one step further once you're building those relationships. And I heard this on, I think it was a GoPro, like it doesn't have to take years to build a relationship. People can trust you in a very short amount of time. So that relationship, like yes, it's so important to build relationships. Then you have to take that relationship to the next level, and ask those questions like, hey, I know, I would love for you to meet my friend Rebecca. Like if you've been friends with them for a few months and you've done some things with them, but you haven't brought up anything like, maybe it's not a paint the vision call the first exposure, but what is it going to be for them? Just make sure you're giving them exposures and not totally just, being juice plus neutral all the time. Any feedback on that? Make sense?
I love the idea of making the event around that dream team member. I never even thought about that, you guys. It's like I'll do the event and I'll invite them to it, but like to put it around them is a really brilliant idea.
What if your dream team members are not in the same state as you?
Yeah, so that again,
the calls, like the live events, like obviously they invite them to events that are in the area.
so I would say my number one recommendation for that would be, I want you to meet my friend Kimberly and do a Paint the Vision call. Like, you don't have to call it a Paint the Vision. Please don't call it a Paint the Vision call for them or a three-way call. That just, yeah, when you jump on the phone, I want you to meet my friend Kimberly. I think you guys have a lot in common.
Okay.
Just keep it that relaxed, you guys. In fact, that's what we're going to do next is Alice hopefully can share a little bit about inviting to Paint the Vision, because Paint the Vision is not a business presentation. I hope you all are not scared by Paint the Vision calls. Paint the Vision calls are bringing the community to them. It's making a friend at the end of the day. Kylie, I mean, we did a Paint the Vision. Oh no, we did. It was a customer encouragement call, but how amazing did your customer feel after that call about the community, Kylie? And she's where? In
Arizona.
There we go.
And then just to hear her say that she wants to retire from her pharmacy career and travel. Hello.
Yeah, all these things that she hadn't told Kylie, but she told me because I was getting to know her and I was asking, good questions, and all of a sudden Kylie's learning all these things about her and going, oh, ding, 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 ding. Now I have these, these needs that she has that I can offer her solutions. So, yeah. So Alice, do you want to talk about Paint the Vision calls? Because, oh my word. I mean, between you and Rebecca and Jade, I think I paint my vision way to NMD.
Yeah, straight up bingo, girl, painting some vision. Yeah, I would love to. You want me to share 5 Ps or just talk about how I invite for those? Can you?
Oh, you're muted, Kim. Really?
Verbiage for how you invite to Paint the Vision, and then if we have time for 5 Ps, we'll get into that.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I was just sitting here thinking, like, you guys, Chris, you said something that just really opened my mind too. Is just like dropping any form of like you don't have to, like, it's a Juice Plus call. It's not about them joining your team. It's about them meeting you. And I would say the biggest thing that I want you all to think about, and this was the biggest turning point for me as far as inviting for these things, was making sure you say it's a lot of fun. Like, do you know how much, how awesome it is you get to meet this person? And like, I'm just sitting, I have a friend who's pregnant, and I'm like, why have I not gotten her on the phone with Jadrian Crowell? They would love each other. So, like, that's how I'd call her. I'd just say, Melissa, I absolutely love you. One of my best friends is so much like you. My heart would explode hearing you guys talk and just connection. I love connecting my friends. It really does. It like draws the best things out of you. I love to sit in on my friends' conversations and just like connect people. And so, would you be open to having a really fun, like super short, even 15-minute call, just so I can call? Because I just think that there's a reason why you guys need, and I'd love for you to talk. And just leave it at that. I'd love for story too. Like, I'd love for you to hear her story, what she's doing with her life. I'd love her yours. So I think it's mutually beneficial too. Like, they're going to be offering person also. Like, oh my gosh, how often did Jade get me on the phone with Kimberly because Alice, you really could show Kimberly how to make cauliflower pizza crust, or like I have something to give her, but like really play to their strengths. Like let them know how valuable they would be to your person too. And
you could teach Kimberly how to make her own deodorant. Oh wow. Awesome.
Yeah.
Is she cutting up for anybody else or just me?
No, it's cutting off.
Cutting
Oh,
up.
God.
Yeah. It's okay, Alice. We got most of it. Just every third or fourth word we couldn't hear. That's awesome. All right. Well, just real quick, because we are getting close to just closing out with homework time, is the 5 Ps to inviting. Think about this when you're inviting to calls like this. It's just like inviting to an event. You want to make it personal. You want to paint a positive picture.
Can I have this?
You're going to make it practical. Like Alice said, like what's in it for them? Like that they get to meet a new friend.
Mom,
And,
can I have this?
yes, you can. You may need to be persistent. And
You may need to be persistent.
well, we're painting the picture for them right now, Rebecca, that they're gonna.
Oh, I know. No, I'm just saying again. You yes, keep inviting. Persistent.
And then positive is the other one. So that I know that.
What you already said positive.
Hey, and I just noticed something. A P that we don't use is polished or perfection. There does not have to be any perfection about this. You guys just get people on the phone.
That's right. And that's good. Don't tell them too much, because if you don't, just like with customer encouragement calls, if you just say, hey, my friend Kimberly and I are going to call you for a customer encouragement call. I mean, Audrey, how many of those did we do? And like you had like two people join your team. We did like a weekend of those, and she had 2 people join her team. We didn't even ask them, you guys. We didn't even ask them. I've had that before.
What's the first P?
Okay, wait. I think I skipped one. Personal, passionate, practical. Passionate is the one and paint a positive picture. You'll love it because it's so fun. You get to meet a new friend. You've got an inspiring story, uplifting, yada, yada, yada. And then, persistent is the last one. So just remember, the passionate one is so important because people don't remember what you say, but they remember your energy and how you feel about what you say. Mm-hmm. And your energy is going to compel them to get on the phone more than any words that you say. And that's why it's so good that Alice said it's not about having the perfect verbiage. It's about keeping it fun and that energy in there and, kind of what's in it for them. So, all right, Rebecca?
You want me to do the homework, or are you doing it, Chris?
I can do it. Is that next?
Yep.
Okay, the homework is, Kimberly already told you. Remember the number that you gave last week? Do we need to reiterate those numbers?
I will do it just so they don't change them, because I have them written down.
Yes.
Jen 3, Carrie 2, Heidi 2, Andrea 2, Juliana 4, Tracy Chapman 3, Tracy Irwin 2, Kylie 2, Audrey 2, Becky 2, Robin 3, Mary 2.
Okay.
I did 2. I did 2.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's the number of VS that you.
The only way you can change it is if you can make it go up. You can't make it go down.
Yeah. No, that's totally fine. That's totally fine. I have 15 other people I just wrote down for my next DUIT homework. So.
You're on the ball, Audrey. You're ahead of the game. All right. Awesome. You need a DYT sheet for each of the for the same number that you told us you wanted VF. So if you wanted 2 VFs, you need a DYT sheet for each of those 2, because the odds are you'll get 1 from each sheet. Right. So you did 1, and guess what? Everybody's got to do another one, but if you said 4, you need to do 3 more. Okay?
And then
the average is 1 for every 5. So that's your homework, and
then
and I want you to plan your next step for each one of these. And if you don't know what that is, or you can't come up with it, do a strategizing session with your upline or team member or sponsor, whoever you get on the phone with. I just did a wonderful one with one of Becky's reps for her SC homework for this next level call. And we were talking about customers and the next step for customers. And it was awesome. We had a great time and we bounced off each other and she loved it. And she said, oh, I want to do more of these. They're energizing. So you don't know what the next step is for your dream team members on this DYT sheet. Get with somebody that can empower you, energize you, and help you figure that out.
Schedule some strategery.
Yeah, have a strategery session by next Thursday. So you not only come with those forms, but you come build out what are you going to do for that next step.
And then they take the next step with each of those. Our time is ticking. You plan it, and then you do it.
You have to come with that step accomplished.
That's right.
So get together, have the strategery session, do the step, and then come and tell us your success story, how that step worked out, what you did, how you got there, how excited you are about the connection and how the relationship is building. Because we want to have some success stories. We want you guys come and develop some momentum in this. We're just not here to spend a half hour on Zoom. We're here to make some progress. We got to get productive and make things happen here. If you want only.
I got to get to 50 club, my team. 50 club by the end of the year, so I'm going to freaking Hawaii.
Think of how many
it's all about me.
Yeah, she's going to be doing a few DYT sheets. All right, so was that all the homework?
That's right. Yep. You guys wanted this higher level of accountability. Boom.
Awesome.
Get to work. We love you.
Do it.
Yeah, and that, my friends, is the bottom line. Get to work.
Oh, I thought you were going to say, and that, my friend, is contagious.
Well, yeah, that too. When you love the work you do and you're having fun, it is contagious. This isn't hard work. It's fun work. That's why you're all here.
Yep.
Right?
That's right. Absolutely.
Hey,
Okay.
Chris,
Go out there and have some fun.
Woo!
Chris, I'll have